This is Tales of Swordfall.
Episode 29, Whetstone.
Tirker, please continue.
It's just gonna be like,
Well, I'm not sure what respects you ought to pay to this place. I'm assuming we shouldn't pick any flowers, the typical things not to offend the Fae and the nature. Let's look around and see if there's a place where we could make some sort of offering, some gesture.
He
And-
moans awkwardly, like, are you serious right now?
Chicker's gonna look around to see if there's like any little moon or sun ray beaming or some like glowing butterflies or fireflies in some spot or some big giant tree with a hole, the classic Fae offering spots.
Yeah, give me investigation.
No, not good at that.
Rand's going to play
That's not
along with
bad.
this because she doesn't need any
You don't need any
from
more attention from beings of power.
Yeah, Ran and Tirker, you guys start looking around for like things out of the usual that usually indicate, a lot more like somewhere you would put something.
Mm-hmm.
And not too far away, there's a large stone. It looks like it's glacial till, but there's what looks like there's strange divots in it. And Norik, give me a slight history check, like with advantage.
That's a good one.
So, what would you do with a stone that has like it kind of has cubbyhole size divots in it? It looks a little weird, but
Nork walks with them over to the stone and says, "Oh, yeah, I remember this stone. I used to play around here, and you see all these kind of funny divots in it. You know, there's some in the top and around the sides, and I always thought it was fun to make little puddles. So I'd scoop up some of the water from the pond and put it in and kind of have it puddle up on the rock."
That sounds like you made an offering of water.
Oh, interesting. I
don't know.
I guess that's a good thing to do.
I don't know which spirit resides here, but I would guess that we should each make an offering. Or at least, we should make an offering enough to cover each of us.
Well, I mean, it would take a few handfuls of water, so I guess we could each partake.
Are they just staring at a rock, like, from my point of view?
yeah, they're staring at a rock with like it looks like maybe holes or something, and they're like all talking about offering waters and all this weird shit. And
Every single one of them over there doing that.
where's Ash at the moment?
Ash had kind of been listening and had just finally managed to get himself down off of, like, had jumped off of Herberta.
Laid down enough for you to get off, finally.
Yeah, and gave Herberta a little pat and kind of limp over.
Give me a perception check really quickly, Ash.
Oh.
You swear that Herberta's making a really weird noise. You can't quite place what it is. Maybe she's like dry heaving, but she's doing it really softly.
Can I take a closer look and see if there's anything wrong, or?
Yeah, sure. If you want to see if there's anything wrong with Roberta, roll me medicine. If you just want to do like general animal stuff, roll me animal handling.
Those are both a 1, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Can I go over to where Ash is since the others are just staring at a rock? He's just like, what's going on?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm gonna whisper this to Ash anyway, so go ahead and do your thing. You can roleplay.
Oh, sorry.
No
Like,
problems.
Hey man, what are you doing? Or more likely, what are they doing?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, he's like standing over you, like checking out the horse or whatever.
I think there's some sort of presence they're trying to appease here. I think there's something wrong with Roberta, though. Oh.
What do you mean? What's wrong with the horse?
You can give me a perception check too, Nilkus.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Herberta's making a weird noise.
It's like, hey guys, stop worshipping a rock and get your butt over here.
Can Ash like try to follow along and like copy the sound?
Yeah, give me a performance check.
Oh, that's pretty good.
You find yourself starting to hum like a really... It's a strange tune. It's appealing, but it's sort of creepy at the same time. You can feel, but you can feel like the air sort of vibrate around you as you hum this, and it almost makes a tranquil feel.
Can I do like an arcana or see if like there's some weird magic thing around when I hear him do that?
Yes. So, with you connecting 2 and 2, Ash is repeating something that Herberta is doing, and Herberta seems to know magic?
Oh, great.
Or at least a ritual. Like, this is getting kind of weird.
It's like, hey guys, you better get over there. There's some horses doing some weird ritual thing. I don't know what the heck's going on, but I hate this magic crap.
Wait, what?
The
And we're
horse
gonna
is
come
doing
walking
some
over
weird
and
chant, and you're just mocking her. What the heck are you doing?
Do like some kind of, I'm guessing, arcana check or something.
Yeah, you can do an arcana check too.
Nork's gonna come in with a perception and see
God,
what's going
Rayanne.
on.
Never rolled good on these.
That's awesome.
I guess Rayanne's probably gonna figure it out. I was gonna ask what kind of magic it is, but
Yeah, in the time where I think the GM is probably whisper chatting someone, Tyrker's gonna be kind of petting Khalees and seeing if any feathers fall out, and then also taking mushrooms out of his pouch and placing some of them in the weird divots in the stone because he doesn't know what else he has to give.
And as soon as you do that, you start feeling a sense of calm.
Tyrker does?
Yes.
Question mark?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see, how many critters do we have with us? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total, including Khalees and the mule, and right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Tyrker is going to take out 8 mushrooms and hopefully grab 8 feathers, whether small or large, and place a feather and a mushroom in 8 divots. And he'll say, let's see, does he know Sylvan or not? Real quickly. No. But he'll speak in Primordial, and I don't know if this is what you want, but this is what I have to give. Please accept my humble gift for me and my companions. Again, in Primordial to a rock. So,
Yeah, Tyrker starts making rumbling noises. It's really weird.
yeah, rumble noises and speaks like the swaying of trees.
As soon as you speak in Primordial, Ash whips around and looks at you.
Rand just kind of goes.
He understands what you're saying.
Ah.
Ash, where did you learn that song? I've heard that before.
I didn't. Herberta was humming it.
Rand just looks at Herberta. Are you Delsinger? Maybe the Elven countries? She's asking Herberta.
Yeah, Herberta just kind of gives you a look, and she's like, expecting you to know an answer, but it's not coming to you.
Like, I remember hearing that song when I was a little kid.
This is the strangest thing.
After placing the little bit of tributes on the stone, Tyrker's gonna come join the. I'm assuming we're in somewhat of a circle or blobish shape, but sitting on the far side from Nilkus, because Nilkus was disrespectful to the Fae.
Yep.
Yeah.
And does not want to be smited anywhere near Nilkus. And we'll sit a little bit off from the group, just kind of crisscross, trying to contain Khalees in his lap, and petting Khalees, trying to calm the little baby owlbear monster.
It's weird because it seems like Khalees goes toward Herberta and just kind of calms down and snuggles next to her.
Well, that just puts a smile on Tyrker's face. And he's just gonna sit there and meditate and enjoy the peace.
Does Nilka still feel weird?
Yeah, you're still feeling a little tension in this area. Like, you don't know what's wrong, but you can tell something is wrong.
Guys, this really isn't a good place to rest. There's something wrong here.
The only thing wrong is that you're disrespectful to the Fae and nature.
Sounds to me like you're praying to some evil deities, he interrupts.
Norik's gonna Norik was over kneeling down by Herberta, trying to understand what was going on. So Norik's gonna stand up and walk over to Nilkus and say, "Okay, I've tried a couple times already. What is your name?"
My name is Nilkus. What about yours?
I'm Norik.
Nice to meet you.
Now, for just one moment, put aside your ego and just take a little scoop of water from the pond right there and just pour it on the rock, just with your hand. It's real easy. And then you'll probably be fine.
But what? Water? Whatever. And then he just goes and does it. And there, you happy?
So, Nilkus, you just kind of, do you pour it, or do you just kind of throw it on?
Oh, well, he'd throw it on, and then if he says not like that, then he'd do it differently. But he doesn't understand, so he's just like,
yeah.
this
Norik's gonna say, "Gentler, come on."
Oh, all right. He takes some water out of his water skin, and he's slowly pouring it while staring at him in the face, and just is this better?
So you're staring Norik in the face?
Yes, while
Okay.
I'm pouring.
I thought you were staring into the water for a moment, because that would be a whole
No,
different situation.
he's staring at Norik, just Is this any better?
And once you start doing that, all that tension you've been feeling just kind of fades away.
What the heck, buddy? Look, you're right, pal. Pats him on the back. Well, time for bed. He settles up in a random, like, next to a tree or something and just curls up and sleeps.
Guys, you're acting like I'm gonna have fairies attack you if you don't appease them. God.
Is Ash still feeling that tension?
No.
Okay.
Everyone that Tyrker was giving blessings for, everyone's feeling a lot like there's no tension anymore. It more or less feels very tranquil here. You can kind of get the idea why Nort kind of spent a lot of time. It's peaceful, and it's nice. The bugs aren't like biting. It's even like maybe it's a very comfortable temperature despite just it being winter.
Cool.
Oh, what time of day are we at now?
You're probably like at mid-afternoon at the moment, because it took you a little bit and in the morning to get to Longbarrow. You explored the house, then you fought and had that ordeal with guys. Waited like a couple hours for Tyrker to wake back up. So that would have been like probably around noonish or a little after, and then they all left. Nilkus came. You guys had that short duel.
Drama.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say it's probably about like
sunset or something?
Yeah, it's probably about 3:30ish to 4, so it's starting to get dark again because winter.
Yeah.
Well, do we just want to spend the night here and have a fresh start in the morning?
Yeah, that sounds good.
He already curled up and passed out.
Looks like
oh,
Nilkus
okay.
is already ahead of us.
No, it's like yeah.
All right.
Before everyone's like, hitting the hay or whatever, Ash is gonna cast a spell real quick.
Okay.
Last first level spell slot of the day.
Woo.
So around the sleeping area, Ash is gonna pull out his little spell book and
Nork's gonna interrupt real quick. Nork's gonna say, "Wait. Is this a safe spot to cast a spell?" Because I remember there was one time this thing happened. Something wild magic. I don't know.
Ash will stop real quick and say, "It's just a simple alarm spell. Do you think that would be an issue?"
I mean, I don't know. I don't do magic. I just remember there was. I don't know.
That's a good question, though. Would Ash know if it's safe to cast here?
You guys would have no idea.
All right, YOLO then.
Okay.
And Nork gets a bit nervous.
I think since we have appeased the being that resides here, if I start feeling any tension like casting the spell, then I'll stop. But otherwise, I'll just
You don't feel any tension, but just for laughs, could you give me a D100 roll?
Yes, for sure. Just one D100.
Yep.
I swear to God.
We all blow up. That's it.
I mean, last time.
Yeah, last time that did actually happen.
Oh, jeez.
You feel something that you never felt before. But it's kind of weird. It's a sudden surge of just magic around. Like, it's like you just threw down a heavy object in a dusty basement and all the dust has just flown up. But you've just done magic in an area where there might be a certain amount of wild magic about. And that happens. An eye appears on your forehead for the next minute. During that time, you have an advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on sight.
That literally opened my third eye or whatever.
Yeah.
That's
You just
amazing.
That is so creepy.
And North's gonna see us and be like, ah!
Is it like an eye, like a mark or a tattoo? Is it like a literal eye that like
it's
blinks?
a literal eye that you like. To you, the world has suddenly opened up and your vision's so much clearer, and you're seeing like things you haven't seen before. Like shadows are, you can see in them, but also you can see like vibrations of the world around you.
That's trippy.
And Nork's gonna like scoot back and point at him while shaking a bit and be like, "You see, I told you something weird could happen. What's going on?"
Rand's just staring at his forehead. Huh?
I think Ash will just kind of look at him. And you're like, I don't know what you're looking at because I don't know if he actually can tell.
Now, I don't think you're aware of that unless you look into something.
Nork's gonna go into his backpack and like pull out a pan and real quick rub it with a cloth and try and shine it up a bit and then hold it up to Ash's face.
By that time, Ash, you don't know what everybody is worried about, but Nork did a spot-on job, and you can see your own plain reflection because after a minute, it goes away.
Took him a minute to polish the pan.
Wait, but it was just there. You had an extra eye.
Ash kind of like feels his forehead, like that's weird.
I mean, it's gone now.
And you notice like your like vision kind of goes back to normal. I mean, yeah, why is everyone freaking out, right?
All right, well, that was weird. Did my spell work originally, or did it just totally go weird?
It worked.
Cool. All right, so we have an alarm if anything tries to sneak into this area. It should wake us up.
Oh, okay. Oh, so we could all actually sleep. Oh,
yes.
That's good. That's good. That's very good.
So everyone's sleeping, right? Well, except for Tirker, who meditates.
Meditation.
Meditation.
And Nork's gonna do a bit of meditation and sleep.
Get back that key.
Time.
Cool.
Thank you for listening to Tales of Swordfall.
Please consider listening to these podcasts.
A long, long time ago, in a land far away named Phylor, there were 4 legendary adventurers.
We are the Adventurers 4, renowned across the land.
Using their cunning and strength, the party defeats many monsters and saves many lives.
Nick takes a fairy blade and stabs it into his other eyeball.
Oh my god! Can you go jump on my back? Do I cast Expeditious Retreat?
Yeah. Can Bob roll a d20 for me?
I don't like that. I don't like how you asked that.
D20 business.
What if I rolled a 1? What if I told you I just rolled a 1?
Come and join us weekly at How the Quest Was Won. Found anywhere where podcasts are located. Purchase not necessary. No real magic was used in the making of this podcast.
Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe.